Now let's get to this Catholic story. So this Catholic priest in Spain has left the priesthood. He was previously doing gay conversion therapy, and now he's left the priesthood for a woman, and she was writing satanic novels. He's 52, so he resigned from his position at the diocese of whatever in Spanish for personal reasons. But the woman he left with was a Spanish, whatever. He left for a woman, whatever her fucking name is. And she writes satanic fiction, right? So people are saying this is the work of the devil or whatever. Here's the deal. The Catholic Church is the work of the devil. The Catholic Church was set up by Roman noblemen who wanted to rape children and get away with it. That's what it is. Why do I say that? Because they've been caught raping thousands of children that we know of, which if you look back, you're going, man, before the internet, before a lot of things, the Catholic Church was the most powerful church on the planet, and they must have operated with impunity for 2,000 plus years, where they controlled kings and people and policy and killed scientists. So the amount of children that were probably raped may be equivalent to the amount of stars in the universe. Who knows how many they got? But how do I know it was an institution set up to rape children? Basically to launder. They laundered rape with hope. Because think about it. Pizza places, they launder dirty drug money because you buy with cash. And so it's impossible to trace how well your business is doing, et cetera. You can kind of trace it with products and stuff like that. But, you pretend to be the opposite of what you are. That's what sociopaths do. That's what the devil does. The devil's an analogy, but bad people don't announce they're bad. They don't walk in and go, hey, I'm a fucking asshole, I'm going to rape this whole family. They sneak in, they pretend to be your friend, and then they overcome you with their evil. They're sneaky bastards. They pretend to be the opposite to lure you in. Ted Bundy, my arm's broken. I'm just a helpless little thing. Hammer to the head, your titty's getting bit off. That's what happens. You lose a titty. The Catholic Church pretends to be this charitable good organization that loves everyone and it wants to do good things and for people to be good. And turns out, we know now that they've been raping children. And people will be mad at me for saying this. I didn't rape any children. That just lets you know how big a role marketing is in what you can do. Think about it. Hitler marketed, a lot of comedians, they're just really good marketers. A lot of rappers, marketers. They're not really the best. They just market themselves as the best. And we believe it because we're followers. It tugs at that need for us to belong to a tribe. It tugs at that need to fit in, to not have self-confidence and be a Sigma male, independent, to be part of a pack. And so they play on that. So let me ask you a question. If I wanted to rape kids and get away with it, what would I do? I'd set up an institution where I said I got my authority from the unquestionable and almighty. I'd call myself father because nobody questions a father's authority. Plus, you're in good hands with your father. You're safe. I would make it so these fathers can't marry. So you never question why there are no women around. Because you know who tends to blow the whistle on people who are raping children? Women. They have what you call a little bit of a maternal instinct. They tend not to rape as much. Then the women who want to be involved in the church, guess what? I'd remove them and put them in a convent over there where they can't leave or talk to anyone because they're married to God and they must stay away. Isn't that convenient? Then I would make everyone confess their sins to me like I'm Jeffrey fucking Epstein. So just in case you try to start some shit, I have you blackmailed. Then I'm going to be against a woman's right to choose because guess what? Unwanted, neglected kids are my supply. You can't rape a well-tended to kid. You can't rape a kid whose parents are paying attention unless they're Irish. The power of denial that those people have, you could probably move a mountain if you got 100,000 Irish people together and said, now, I want you guys to all tell yourselves there's not a mountain there. They would deny it and that mountain would move. Because no people can deny away a problem better than Irish. Did I say Italian? I said Italian? There's no question I got a brain tumor. Did I say Italian the first time? No. Okay, Irish. Nobody has the powers of denial better than the Irish. The best. That's why the Catholic Church went there. They went to all the poor areas and they were like, those people, they're poor, but they're going to be our favorite because, I mean, you could tell those motherfuckers anything. They just drink it down. You're like, yeah, it's like fucking, priest is going to rape you. Nothing a couple fucking Guinnesses can't change. Just fucking wash it down, push it down, push it down, push it down. Has anyone ever thought of that? That the Catholic Church was intentionally set up as a ruse to rape kids? It's something that elites have been wanting to do since the beginning of time. You look back at every civilization, Ottomans, the Greeks, the Romans. It always gets weird. The Chinese, eunuchs, they cut these kids' balls off and fuck them. I mean, it gets weird. When you get powerful and that's what happens. That's nature telling you there is an end to up. You got too much, I hate to be a hater. Get that money, girl. My grandfather was actually sent from the island of Imbros away from his family, like I've said, because the local sultan there was raping Greek kids. So they sent him away to Egypt, and he never saw his family again. So I wonder if many people hide behind their authority, especially religious authority, and do very bad things. We know that they do. Now we know that they do. Thank you, Boston Globe. Do you know how many kids it is worldwide? How much? It could be like, it's almost like COVID. You know someone who knows someone who's been raped by a priest. I know at least 3 people who know somebody who's been touched by a priest. It's like COVID. You know someone who knows someone, or you know someone who's had it.
Yannis Pappas. Yeah.